Well, my name is John Kinsinger, and Kevin, our AV manager, calls me the oldest teenager on campus. This basket here was one that I found online, and it's a basket inside of a basket. So you make the inside basket, and then you have to make the outside basket to fit on the inside. This was labeled a welcoming basket, and you can put a wine bottle in there if you like and hand it to people that you want to welcome to your neighborhood or so forth. And you can see this has been polyurethane, and you have to make sure you get your little round loops. And how I did that, I used my little finger to wipe it around, so each one of them. That's not a beginner's basket. I saw this design on a book, and I went out and went to the pine tree and picked up the pine needles, which are about 2 or 2.5 inches, and you start at the base the same way, and in this case you made a long strand and you just wrapped it around and it just kept circling it around, and when you got this diameter that you want, then you brought them up, you turned them and brought them up to the side, and then you finished them off with the top. And again, this is not a beginner's basket. This one here has a wooden bottom to it, so that would not take as much reed as one that has a reed bottom. But this is kind of an interesting basket. It's a peanut basket, and you can put the peanuts in one and the hulls in the other side. The bottom has a groove in it, and you stick your stakes into the groove, and then you bring it up. This small one is the same way. It has a groove in the wooden, and so I cut the round part, and I used my router to put a groove in, and then your stakes or spokes, whichever you prefer, go into that, and then you can bring them up. And so this one here is a little different from the other basket because this has a continuous weave, whereas most of my baskets, we start and stop on each layer. But this is a continuous weave, so it's whatever your pattern calls for, or you can make up your own. As I said, I like to make baskets that are useful rather than ornamental, and this basket here is extremely difficult because the reed is only 1/8 inch wide, and there's 58 rows up here to the top. And again, it has the wooden base. You can see there's a design in this one also because it has just not start and stop. It has over and under 2 and under 1 and over 2 to get your pattern around. So this was a little bit more difficult than the others. I kind of have to recycle my baskets, and what I do, I would take baskets with us, and if we stayed at some of our friends, I would give them a basket, and I donate them to some of their giveaways here, and if a person wants a basket, or I'm out and they say, well, I'll hand it to them, and you know, it's a token because they're, at the most, you don't have more than $15 in a basket for the most part. And the smaller ones are in the $5 to $8 basket range, so.
Well, thank you, John.
You bet. I hope I did all right.